All right, let's jump right in. Have you ever really stopped to think about how completely different it is to, say, buy a cup of coffee versus a company buying a whole fleet of delivery vans? It seems super obvious, right? But the why behind that difference, well, that defines two totally different market contexts. Today, we're going to unlock the blueprint for one half of that world, the direct-to-consumer model, or what we call B2C.
It all really just boils down to this one simple but super powerful question. Who is the customer? Because the answer to that isn't just some small detail. Nope. It's the one thing that shapes a company's entire strategy, from marketing and sales all the way down to the tech they use just to operate.
Okay, so let's dig into that fundamental split. How can one little difference create two, totally separate business worlds? And really, it's kind of beautiful how simple it is. Every single business out there has to pick a lane. Are they selling their product or service to another organization? Or are they selling it directly to an individual, the end user who will actually drink that coffee or drive that car?
And this visual, well, it lays out that choice perfectly. On one side, you've got B2B, or business to business. That's one company selling to another. And on the other side, and this is what we're really going to focus on in this explainer, is B2C, or business to consumer. That's the world where a company's entire focus is on selling directly to you.
So what does it actually mean to be in that direct-to-you space? Let's nail down a clear definition for B2C. B2C is, pretty much exactly what it sounds like. It's any company that sells right to the person who's actually going to use the thing. So think about the sneakers on your feet, the Netflix you're binging, or even those direct-to-consumer brands like Warby Parker that have just completely changed the game. That's the B2C world right there.
Okay, now here's where it gets really interesting. The whole engine behind this modern B2C explosion is a concept called disintermediation. I know, it's a mouthful, but it's actually a pretty simple idea. It just means cutting out the middleman. So instead of a company selling to a distributor who sells to a retailer, who then sells to you, a B2C company just wants to leapfrog all of them and connect directly with you, the consumer.
So this is the key takeaway, right? B2C sells to you, the end user. And a great way to get that is to look at what it isn't. It's not B2B, which sells to intermediaries. This one tiny difference, it's the domino that kicks off everything else we're about to talk about. And that's what brings us to the real heart of this whole thing. Because since we're talking about two different worlds, well, they need two totally different playbooks. Let's look at how that one single distinction, who the customer is, creates this huge ripple effect across everything a company does.
This table just lays it out so clearly. Look at the B2C customer base. We're talking a massive, fragmented sea of individual people. So what does that do? It forces them to focus on mass marketing, huge ad campaigns, social media, all that stuff. And that leads to the biggest challenge for any B2C company. How in the world do you make millions of people feel like you have a personal connection with them?
So yeah, how do you manage millions of customers? You're not going to do that with a spreadsheet, right? This is where some serious tech has to come into play, specifically something called a customer relationship management system, or a CRM.
A B2C CRM is all about one thing: massive scale. Its whole job is to run these huge marketing campaigns, to spot broad trends in a mountain of data, to process a crazy high number of sales, and somehow manage all those customer service chats and calls. It is all about breadth, covering as much ground as possible. And then you flip over to B2B, and it's the complete opposite. It's all about depth. If a B2C CRM is like a telescope looking at a whole galaxy of customers, a B2B CRM is a microscope. It's built to zoom way in, to track every little thing one high-value client does, to figure out the exact profit from that one relationship, and to manage a really complex partnership that could last for years. All right, this brings us to our final point, and it's a little more philosophical, you could say. There's this tension that's just baked right into the B2C model. It's a paradox that I think every single one of us has felt.
And this quote nails it. B2C brands spend billions, literally billions of dollars, trying to build a connection with us. They're trying to create this feeling. Some people even call it fictitious intimacy. They want us to feel like they get us, like they're a friend. But let's be real. At the end of the day, it's about making a sale. And we're all smart enough to feel that paradox every time we see an ad. So I'm going to leave you with this question. In a world of mass marketing and algorithms, When a brand is trying to have a personal connection with millions of us at the exact same time, can it ever truly know you? Or is it just getting really, really good at knowing what people like you are probably going to buy? It's definitely something to think about the next time you're about to hit that add to cart button.